Hi students, I welcome you all for the session. Today we'll be going to discuss on remaining topics of chapter 3, that is chapter 3 is trigonometric functions. This class is lecturing hour 3, so that is part number 3. So in last class we have discussed about angles, what is the meaning of angles, and we understand the radian concept, and how to measure degree into radian and radian into degree. So all those, and we have been solved exercise 3.1. Okay, so today we'll be going to discuss on trigonometric functions. Okay, in first class this we have been discussed about trigonometric functions, some basic concept have been shown to you trigonometric functions, and also we have been shown the quadrant angles, right? And we discussed about aligned angles also. Quadrant angles means what? One quadrant means, so here one quadrant is what? 90 degree, so or nothing but a pi by 2 radians, right? Pi by 2 means what? Pi is 180 degree, 180 divided by 2 is what? 90 degree only. Okay, so and so that one we have been discussed. This is the first quadrant, second quadrant, and third quadrant, and fourth quadrant, right? So first quadrant means what? To 0 to 90 degree will be there, right? 90 degree. So and second quadrant means another 90 degree, that is 180 degree. Third quadrant means another 90 degree, that is 270 degree, and fourth quadrant is another 90 degree, that is 360 degree. So this one we have been discussed, and we are measuring angles in these directions, the anti-clockwise direction. Then theta is positive, and if we measure uh, in this, okay, in clockwise, then theta is negative. Okay, we have been discussed, but for the positive and negative, the quadrants are remain same. Okay, the quadrant, it is first only, it is second, third, and fourth. Suppose if we take minus 30 degrees, so okay, I will take minus 30 degrees. Minus 30 degree will be measured like this. So minus 30 in which quadrant? It is in fourth quadrant. It is in fourth quadrant. Okay, so if we measure this like this angles, then it is minus 90 degree. So minus 30 will come here only. Then it is in fourth quadrant. Suppose if we I measure 120 degrees. So now 120 degrees lies between here. So it is here 180 degree. Okay, minus 90, 180 degree. Then it is in third quadrant. It is in third quadrant. So okay, understood. So the quadrant angles, so quadrants are remain same for the positive and negative directions. Okay, remain same means it is fourth only. It is four. It is first, it is second, it is third, and fourth. Okay, so now we'll be going to discuss on the concept of trigonometric functions. Okay, we have been discussed about trigonometric functions, but I will just revise the things as per your syllabus. Okay, as per syllabus, what is the given, I am going to discuss. So the title is here trigonometric functions. Title is here trigonometric functions. So this trigonometric functions, we can we can discuss our the concept of trigonometric function is derived from the radian concept. Okay, we know about radian concept, right? So radian concept is what? So radian concept is what? Suppose this is a circle. Circle is having unit. So circle is having unit radius. Okay, the circle. So circle of radius is, so circle of radius is 1 unit. That is the radian concept. Okay, that is the radian concept. And the circumference is 2 pi r. So value of r is 1 unit, then it is 2 pi. Okay, will be circumference is 2 pi, and we know that circumference extends an angle of, it extends an angle of 360 degree. Therefore, the 2 pi is equal to 360 we discussed. Okay, then pi is what? 180 degree. So this is the radian concept, right? So suppose I will mark a point here. So I will mark a point here P. So which contains a coordinate a comma b. Okay, which contains the value of a comma b. Suppose I am, this is, you know about this x-axis. This is negative x-axis. Negative x-axis I will be make x dash. X dash is a negative, and this is y is positive. Y dash is a negative, right? So this a comma b value means what? This is the value of x, right? This is the value of x is a, and while value of y is b here. Okay, that is the meaning of that, right? That is the meaning of that. Okay, here radian is what? So radian is here. This is the radian. Okay, this is the radian. This is the radius. Okay, this is the radius is how much? 1 unit. Radius is 1 unit. And suppose if we mark mark here point B. Then we attach this point. Okay, this attach this point. And what is the this point radius? It is remains same, because if your radius is same all over. If we draw a line, okay, if we draw a line, okay, if we draw a line here, okay, the radius is same all over. Radius is same all over. Okay, radius is same all over. And okay, if we join this point, okay, this point will be M, and this, this is origin, right? This is origin. And what is the this arc? What is the length of the arc? So length of the arc is, okay, length of the arc is, we discussed about L is equal to r theta in previous class. L is equal to r theta, and L is value of L is what? Value of r is 1. Therefore L is theta. So here L is theta. And here length of arc is what? So here I am giving a angle is x. Okay, here angle is, suppose you say this is angle is x, or theta, you can say this is theta. Okay, you can, angle is theta. Angle is theta. Then so L is theta, here length is theta only. Okay, length is theta only, right? Length is, arc of length is theta. And here, so it is, radius is 1 unit. And now if we write, so here this, we know the, from the Pythagoras theorem, we know the, from the Pythagoras theorem, we know that from the Pythagoras theorems, the sides of the triangle, this OM square and PM square, the sides of the right angle triangles, so it is equal to hypotenuse of the square. So hypotenuse is what? OP. It is OP square. Okay, OP square. So and here value of coordinate a comma b means what? X-axis is, means this is in x-axis. Okay, this is in x-axis, this is a side, and this is b, right? This is b. So this is the side of the triangle. The side of the triangle is, this is b, and this is a, meaning, right? This is right. So x is, value of x is, x-axis in triangle is a, and value of y-axis in a triangle is b. Okay, now we understood from the in earlier classes have been shown in right angle triangle. So both this is theta and this is 90 degree, and we discussed about this is opposite side and this is the adjacent side, and this is the hypotenuse side, right? And we got uh, from the from the opposite to the hypotenuse, so we got the term is sine theta, right? We got the term sine theta. And from the adjacent to the hypotenuse, what is the term? So cos theta. So here, according to this triangle, this triangle is same as this triangle. And what is this side? B. Then it is this is B, right? This is B, and this is adjacent is what? A. Adjacent value is A. Means what? So B is what? Opposite side is what? Opposite we are having in sine theta. Opposite we are having in sine theta. And then B term is sine theta, B term is sine theta, and A term is, so A is what? Adjacent. Adjacent where we are having in cos theta. So means A is a sin, A is a cos theta. So A is the cos theta, means what here? So the value of, so this is this is value of, so A comma B means what? This is cos, this, right? This A is cos theta and B is sin theta, right? B is sin theta. Now we can write, so OM square is what? OM square value is A square. PM square is what? Value B square. And OP is, so OP is what? So OP is 1, right? Value of OP square is 1 square. 1 square is 1 only. And we have written here A is what? Cos theta. Then it is cos square theta, right? Cos square theta plus sin square theta, right? Cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. This is the first formula we got from the this trigonometric functions. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1, or you can say sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Okay, or you can say sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Okay, this is clear, this concept is clear. Okay, this concept is clear now. So now if we, okay, if we measure, okay, if we measure this, suppose I will take another negative angle. So here I will take this, okay, the same I am taking axis here, and this is here. So what about here? This is theta is in negative, right? Theta is in negative, theta is minus theta. So minus theta. What about coordinates? So what about coordinates? So this is coordinates is so a is coordinates is a. This is positive a, right? This is the x-axis is positive, right? The a is in positive. And what about b? B is negative, right? B means what? Y value. Y value is negative, right? Minus b. A minus b. So a minus b, right? Because a is what? X-axis. X-axis is positive. B's value is what? Y-axis. Y-axis is negative, right? Y dash. This is negative. So it is minus b. Understood. Therefore here, so therefore we can write cos of minus theta. This is minus theta. Cos of minus theta is what? So cos of minus theta we got a value. So this is here. This is cos theta, and this is minus b is what? Minus sine theta. So therefore we can write cos of minus theta is cos theta, and cos of sine of, so sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, right? We got the value of minus sine theta. Understood? So these are the second formula from your trigonometric functions. So one formula is sin square theta, cos square theta is equal to 1, and cos of minus theta is cos theta, and sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Now you can able to write what is the tan of minus theta. Tan of minus theta is what? Tan of minus theta is minus tan theta, right? So the tan of minus theta is the ratio of, so tan of minus theta is the ratio of sin theta and cos theta. So sin theta and cos theta. So it is a ratio of, so tan of minus theta is sin of minus theta and cos of minus theta, right? So we know that because tan theta is what? Tan theta is already we discussed, tan theta is sin theta divided by cos theta. So here tan of minus theta I am writing here sin of minus theta and cos of minus theta. Sin of minus theta value is what? Minus sin theta. Cos of minus theta value is what? Cos theta only, right? Cos theta only. Okay, sin of, so sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. Therefore value is what here? So value is here minus tan theta. Okay, if sin of sin to the cos is what? Tan theta, and negative sign is there. Therefore here tan of minus theta is minus tan theta. Okay, so here if I will give point here, so this is point A, and this is point B, and this is point C, point D. So here we have taken, the radius is, so the radius of the circle is 1. Okay, radius of the circle is 1. Okay, so here, this side OP is having 1 unit. OP is having 1 unit, but so OP is having 1 unit, and also here radius OA. So OA is 1 unit. OA is unit. And what is the coordinates of A? So coordinates of the A is what? So here x-axis is, okay, x-axis is 1. X-axis is 1 and 0, y-axis is 0. Here y, no y is there, right? So 1 comma 0. What about this B point? So B point is here, it has origin. B point is at origin, means x value is 0 and y value is what? 1. And the C is at the negative x-axis, right? Value is minus 1. And here y is at the 0 1. It is minus 1 comma 0. What is the value of D? So D is x-axis is at 0, right? X-axis is at 0, then it is 0 minus 1, right? Understood? So this and okay, I will write this separately. Coordinates, I will write in a circle. Here we are having coordinates. So here suppose radius is 1 unit, then here it is 1 comma 0, and here it is so 0 comma 1, because x is at the origin, so that is 0 comma y is 1, and here is what? So minus 1 comma 0, and this is what? So this is here x is at the 0, and y is minus 1. Understood? So here 1, and here minus 1 0 0, and here x-axis is 0, then it is 0 1 0 minus 1. This you understood, right? So this is first quadrant, second quadrant, and this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. And here 0 degree, okay, first quadrant means 90 degree, and this is 180 degree, and this is 270 degree, and this is 360 degree. And now we can write the value of Okay, we can write the value of, so we can write the value of, so first quadrant is, okay, first quadrant is 0 to 90 degree. So 0 to 90 degree. So we can write value of x-axis is what? Here x is, this is cos. Suppose if it is theta, we are measuring in positive direction. This is positive directions. All right, we are measuring angle in positive. Then this is cos value, right? This is cos value. So this is cos value. Okay. So these for both 0 and 90 I will write. First term is cos 0 and second is sin 0. Okay. Next I will write cos 90. Okay. 0 is over, then I will write cos 90 and sin 90. Okay. Likewise for all other also I will write here. So second quadrant. Okay. Second quadrant. Okay, second quadrant I will write value of second quadrant. Second quadrant is what? 90 degree to 180 degree, right? So 90 degree to 180 degree. Now over here also same I am writing value of cos 90 and sin 90, and here cos 180 and cos 180 and sin 180. Okay, so now from this diagram, we can write, so now from this diagram we can write uh, sorry, from this diagram we can write from this diagram, this is what? This is cos theta value, right? This cos theta is 1, here cos 0 is 1. Okay, so here this is cos value and this is sin value. Okay, so first term here in the coordinates of first term is cos value and second term is sin value. Here what is the angle? 0 angle. So 0 is what? Cos 0 is what? 1 first, and sin 0 is what? 0. Sorry, sin 0 is 0. Sorry. So here, okay, so here degree is 0. So here cos 0 is 1, cos sin 0 is 0. Okay, sin 0 is 0. Next is 90 degree. For 90 degree, this is first cos value and this is the sin value. Cos 90 is 0 and sin 90 is 1. Understood? And likewise we can write for the second quadrant. For second quadrant here second quadrant 90 degree to 180 degree. Okay, so 90 degree to 180 degree. So 90 is in first quadrant, right? So greater than 90. So greater than 90 is the second quadrant. So greater than 90 is second quadrant. 180. So 180 we have to write. This value already we have written. This value is written already. Cos 90 is 0 and sin 90 is 1. So this value we have to write. So cos 180, cos 180 means this lines. So this line means this is minus, cos 180 is minus 1, sin 180 is 1. Okay, understood. Now now we are writing value of so third quadrant means which is greater than 180 degree and 270. Therefore here we can write 2 cos 270 and sin 270. Okay, sin 270. And here in this line cos value is 0, then cos 270 is 0, and sin value is minus 1, means sin 270 is minus 1. Okay, likewise we can write value of so for the cos 360 and sin 360. Okay, cos 360 and sin 360. Cos 360 is what? So in the here, okay, so cos this is 360 is 1 1, cos 360 is 1, and sin 360 is 0. Okay, understood. So now you can write the value of uh, 0 90. Now we understood value of 0 90 degree and 180 degree and 270 degree we have been written. Okay, this one I am writing in a table. This one I am writing in a table. Suppose we are 0 degree and 30 degree and 60 degree and 90 degree, and so 90, after 90 I will write 180 degree, 270 degree and 360 degree I will write. This I am writing in a, this I am writing in a radian. So 0 is 0, 30 is what? 30 is pi by 6 radian, right? And pi means 180, 180 by 6, 30 will be. This is pi by 3. What about this? This is pi by 2 radian. This is pi. And what about 270? 270 is how we can write in a radian. How we can write in a radian? This is 3 pi by 2. Okay, 3 pi by 2. Do the calculation. Okay, 3 pi by 2. 3 into 180 is so okay, and divided by 2. 270 will be it. 360 is what? 2 pi. Okay, these are in the degrees and these are in the radian. Okay, both are same. The meaning of both are same. And from this radian, from this circle, right? From as previous we have been discussed. So from this we got the value of which value we got. Okay, we got the value of 0 and 90, 180, 270 and 360 values we got. The same thing I'm writing here. So for the same thing I'm writing here for the sine. This is the sine values. Okay, this is the sine value and the cos value, and tan I will write. Okay, tan I will write. So sine 0 is what? So here sine 0 is what? So 0. Sine 0 is 0. So sine 0 is 0. Which value we know? That one I'm writing here. Sine 90 is what? Sine 90. Okay, you just check the previous values. Sine 90 is 1. Okay, sine 90 is 1. Okay, the same what values we got from the diagram that I'm writing. Sine 180 is what? Sine 180 is what? So sine 180 here is 1. Okay, here it is sine 1. Sine 180 is sine 180 is okay. Sorry. Here cos 80 is minus 1. Then it is 0. So sine 80 is 0. Okay. Okay, this value. Okay, this values. Sine 80 is 180 is 0. Sine 180 is 0. What about sine 270? Sine 270 we have written as minus 1. Right? Minus 1. So from the diagram, what values? The same values I'm writing here. Minus 1. And so what about 360 is 0. You just check, right? And cos values. So cos values, cos 0 is 1. We got from the diagram. Cos 90 is 0. And one cos 180 is minus 1. Cos 180 is minus 1 and cos 270 is 0 and cos 360 is 1. Okay, these values we got. And what about this 30? So 30, 60 and here one more degree I will write 45. So 45 is pi by 4. Okay, what about 30, 45, 60? These value we don't know. So these are the mathematical constant we can write. These are the mathematical derived values. So you just have to remember these values. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Okay. So and this concept these are the mathematical constant have been derived by some experiments or theoretical analytical solutions. And what about cos 60? So the cos 30 value is equal to sine 60, that is minus root 3 by 2, and 45 value is same, 1 by root 2, and cos 60 values is equal to sine 30, that is 1 by 2. Okay, take the ratio of these, then we'll get the value of tan. So 0 by 1 is what? 0. Here tan is what? Tan is sine by cos. Then here 1 by 2 and root 3 by 2 is what? So 1 by 2 and root 3 by 2 is 1 by root 3, yeah, got. And here 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, it will be get cancelled. We'll be having tan 45 is 1. And take the ratio of this, we'll be get root 3. And take the ratio of 1 by 0 is what? 1 by 0 we cannot define. This is infinity. Okay, this is infinity. This is infinity. And this is 0 by 1 is 0. And what about this is? This is also infinity. And this is what? This is 0 value. Okay, this we can write from the this diagram is very, this table is very important. You just try to remember these values. Okay, this will be helpful for the solving the examples or numericals. Understood? So sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is 1 by 2, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2, sine 90 is 1, and cos 0 is 1. Okay, this value comes here, and this value comes here, this value comes here. Root sine 45 cos 45 is 1 by root 2, and uh, tan value you can easily remember as they take a ratio of a sine and cos. Understood? So this concept is clear, and we discussed about we know that uh, So we know that reciprocal of cos theta is secant theta, right? Reciprocal of cos theta is secant theta. And what about reciprocal of sin theta is what? Cosecant theta. Cosecant theta. Also we can write this, or also we can write as 1 by secant theta is a cos theta, right? 1 by secant theta. You take this reverse order, okay? Or 1 by cosecant theta is equal to sin theta. Well, both are same. The meaning is same here. Understood. The next topic is sine of trigonometric functions. Okay, so sine of trigonometric functions. So, or we can call it this as quadrantal angles. Okay, quadrantal angles. So, meaning of this quadrantal angles means the quadrant means here. So, quadrant means which is pi by 2 radian or 90 degree, right? So because as the we have been seen x, this is x dash, y and y dash, this is first quadrant and second quadrant and third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant, right? So now, and already we have been discussed about sine of minus theta is what? So sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, and cos of minus theta is cos theta, and so tan of minus theta is minus tan theta, right? These things we have been discussed, right? Now we'll be going to see the, so for the first quadrantal angle, second and third, fourth quadrantal angles. So here, so for first and second and third and fourth, so what is the notations, what is the conversions, whether it is positive convention means what? So convention means notation, right? So sign conventions, so those are sign conventions. And now we'll be going to discuss for sin theta and cos theta and tan theta and cosecant theta, secant theta and cot cot theta, right? So what is the sign in the first quadrant, second quadrant, and third and fourth quadrant we have to discuss. So here from this diagram, right, from these diagrams, so we can easily identify so which one is positive and which one is negative. So this is first quadrant, second quadrant and third quadrant and fourth quadrant, right? So what is in first quadrant? So first quadrant, this x value is positive and y value is positive, right? So this is positive x-axis and this is a positive y-axis. So means what here? X and y are positive. X and y are positive means, so all are positive. So here all signs are positive. So means what? So in first quadrant, so these all signs are positive, right? These are positive. What about second quadrant? So second quadrant, in second quadrant, so in second quadrant, x is negative. Okay, this is x is negative, and y is positive. Okay, so y is positive means what? Y is means what? So sin theta, right? Y is, so here y is means what? It is sin theta, and reciprocal of sin theta is what? Cosecant theta, right? Reciprocal of sin theta is cosecant theta. Therefore here, so in second quadrant, so sin theta and cosecant theta are positive. Okay, so y is positive and sin theta and cosecant theta is positive, and x means what? The remaining are negative. The remaining are negative. Now come to the third quadrant. The third quadrant both, so x-axis and y-axis are negative. Okay, x-axis and y-axis are negative. So means what here? So if both are negative, if this both are negative, then ratio of, so we can write sin theta minus sin theta divided by minus cos theta. The ratio of sin theta and cos theta, yeah, becomes a positive, means minus minus will be get cancelled, it is positive tan theta. If tan theta is positive, means the reciprocal of tan theta is what? Cot theta. So means what here? Cot theta and tan theta are positive. Cot theta and and tan theta are positive and remaining are negative. Remaining are remaining are negative. Okay. So remaining are negative. Right. Now come to the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant is x-axis is positive. Right. This side x-axis is positive and y-axis is negative. Y-axis is negative. Now we can take positive. X means what? Cos. So cos theta is positive. Reciprocal of cos theta is what? Secant theta is positive. Cos theta is positive and secant theta is positive. Remaining are positive and remaining are negative. Understood? Okay, this point is clear, right? You just note down this in a table. It will be good, right? So these points is clear, right? So we can write the conversions as correctly. Now we come to the we come to the domain and range of the trigonometric functions. So domain and range of trigonometric functions. So domain and range of trigonometric functions means what? So we have been discussed about the coordinates, right? So these are the coordinates. So the coordinate is what? This, suppose this radius is having 1 unit, then it is axis 1 comma 0, and this point is what? So this is at 0 degree and this is at 90 degree, and this is at 180 degree, or this is at 270 degree, and this is at 360 degree, right? So, and what about this coordinate? This point you say as A point, B point, and C point, and D point. So here coordinates is, so here it is at 0. Origin is 0, means here x-axis is 0 and y is 1. What about the C point? The C point is, so here x is minus 1 and y is 0. And what about here? So this is x-axis is 0 and y-axis is minus 1. Understood? So these are the coordinates. So we discussed. So now so if we write sine theta, so here we can write sine and cos, right? So tan, so sine, cos, and tan, and we can write first quadrant and second quadrant. So second quadrant, right? And now, so this is third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So in first quadrant means our 0 to 90 degree. Okay, this is the first quadrant. In the 0 to 90 degree, so value of sine theta. Sine theta means what? This value, second value, right? The second value. This is first. X is what? Cos value. So here in the first quadrant, the value of sine theta. Suppose if it's theta, then it's the sine theta. So it is increases from 0 to 1, right? This value increases from 0 to 1. Okay, this is the range we are calling. Okay, this is the range. So domain means what? The value is respective values. Cos sine 0 is 0, sine 90 is 1. That is the domain. And range, these are the ranges. What about second quadrant? So in this second quadrant, so value is here, 1 is here and 0 is here. So second quadrant means 90 to 180 degree. Okay, 90 to 180 degree. The value of sine is increases from 1 to 0. 1 to 0. What about in third quadrant? This is in third quadrant. Third quadrant is 180 to 270 degree. So means here value is this second value means the sine value. It is increases from 0 to minus 1. 0 to minus 1, right? And what about fourth quadrant? fourth quadrant it is again increases from -1 to 0, right? Understood. So what about cos? Cos is here first quadrant 1 to 0. Okay, it is increases from 1 to 0. And what is the second value here in second quadrant? So it is 0 and -1. It is increases from 0 to -1. And third quadrant, so in the third quadrant -1 to 0, -1 to 0. And in fourth quadrant 0 to 1. In fourth quadrant it is increases from 0 to 1. Right, this is correct. And what about the tan? So in first quadrant, tan will be increases from 0 to infinity, right? So tan 0 is what? So tan 0 is 0 and tan 90 is infinity, right? 0 to infinity. And here, so what it is about in second quadrant? Second quadrant it is increases from minus infinity to 0. And here in third quadrant it is increases from 0 to infinity. And in fourth quadrant it is increases from minus infinity to 0. Okay, minus infinity to 0. Minus infinity to 0. You just take the reciprocal of that, you will be understand minus infinity to 0. Okay, these are the range and domain of the trigonometric functions. Okay, trigonometric functions. So you, okay, these you can easily identify from the tables. Okay, this table. So yesterday we have been discussed about table this. Okay, these things from this table you can write the. So this is for the understanding, right? Which value is increases and decreases. Understood. Now we come to the some examples. Okay, so examples. Okay, before coming to the examples, we'll be going to discuss about allied angles, right? So allied angles. So allied angles means what? Here, if we write a sine. So suppose I'm writing 90 minus theta, 90 degree minus theta, 90 plus theta, 90 degree plus theta, and 180 degree plus theta, and 180 minus theta, and 180 degree plus theta, 270 degree minus theta, and 270 degree plus theta. So 360 degree minus theta, and 360 plus theta. So these are called as allied angles, right? So these are called allied angles. I will write here sine theta. This is a sine, and this is means what? Here I am writing the value of sine, cos. So here I will write tan, and then I will write the cot, secant, and cosecant, right? So what is the meaning of this? So means what? I am writing the value of here. So I am writing the value of. So this means of that is, so sine of 90 minus theta. Okay, I am writing the value of sine of 90 minus theta, sine of 90 plus theta. So sine of 180 minus theta. Okay, so if it is that, so we can write here value. So if it is ranges is sine of 90 minus theta, this is becomes as sine theta only. Okay, so these are will be helpful for writing the values directly. Suppose if it is any 60, if it is 120 degrees given, so 120 is degree given, how we can find? Because from the tables, okay, from the table we have been discussed. So we only know the value of a sine 30 degree, 40 degree, 45 degree, and 60 degree, 90 degree. These value only we know. Okay, 90 degree, and the next is 180, 270, and 360. Only these value we know in the table, right? Only these value we have been written in the table. Okay, understood. So I will show here. Okay, this is only these value has been written 0, 90, 60, 90, 80 and 270, 360. This value we can write directly. And what about if in the given problem, okay, this if it is 120 degree given, then how we can without using calculator, how we can find this value? So from the allied angles, we can from this allied angle. So 120 degree. Suppose I'm finding value of a sine of 120 degree. Okay, sine of 120 degree. Then how I can write 120 degree? I can write 90 plus 30 degree. 90 plus 30 degree I can write. Also you can write this is so sine 180 minus 60. So also you can write in this form, right? Okay, sine of 180 minus 60 is what? 120 degree. 90 plus 30 is what? 120 degree. If you find the value of this, will be get the same value. Okay, will be get the same value here. So will be get the same value. Suppose I will be say here. So here in the 90 degree sine will be converted into cos. So sine will be converted into cos. Then it is cos. Cos theta only we have to. This is the theta value. This is theta value means what? Cos 30. This is cos 30. Okay, 90 degrees sine will be converted into cos, and this is cos 30. And the notation of this notation in the first quadrant. Here it is in first quadrant. So the sine is what? Uh, Sorry, this is the second quadrant. The second quadrant. So second quadrant sine is positive, right? This is cos 30. And what about in 180 degree? 180 degree. So the sine is sine only. The sine is sine only. And what about this is lies in the third quadrant. The third quadrant value of sine is what? Value of sine is sine only. Sine, this is sine 60. Okay, sine 60. Sine is okay in third quadrant. Okay, this is in third quadrant. No, no, it is in second quadrant. It is in second quadrant. Right. This is in also second quadrant, and this is also in second quadrant. Value of sine is what? Uh, Sine is positive, and in 180 degree sine is sine only. Then it is sine 60. So cos 30 value we know, right? Cos 30 value is what? Cos 30 value is root 3 by 2, and the sine 60 value is what? Root 3 by 2. Both value are same, right? Both value are same. This is to find like these problems. This aligned angles are very helpful. Okay, so these are very helpful. You will be understanding the meaning of this. Suppose I'm writing here, you just notified 90 minus theta is means what? It is less than the 90, then it is in first quadrant. 90 plus theta is what? 90 plus theta is in, it is more than the 90 degree means it is in second quadrant. And 180 minus theta, it is less than the, it is less than 180. It is less than 180 means, so it is second quadrant, right? Second quadrant is ranges from 90 to 180 degree, right? So 180 degree, and whatever it is more than the 180 degrees, it is in third quadrant. And what about 270 minus theta? It is less than the 270. 270 that means it is third quadrant, right? And what is 270 plus theta is, it is in fourth quadrant. 360 minus theta is less than 360 means this is in fourth quadrant. 360 plus theta, it is more than 360 degree means one complete cycle is completed, and again second cycle will be start means it is in first quadrant, right? So we can write from this here clearly, right? So from the, so here 0 to 90 degree, 0 to 90 degree is first quadrant. 90 plus theta is more than the 90 means it is in second quadrant. 180 minus theta means it is less than the 180 means, so it is a second quadrant. And 180 plus theta is more than the 180 degree, then it is third quadrant. 270 minus theta is, it is less than the 270, then it is third quadrant. So we have identified first quadrant, second quadrant, and third quadrant. And okay, now so what is the this is means what? This is sine of 90 minus theta. We are writing the value of sine of 90 plus theta, sine of 90 plus theta, sine of 180 minus theta, and respective value of cos of 90 minus theta, cos of 90 plus theta. Okay, now we can write the sign notations. So in first quadrant we know that, in first quadrant, so in first quadrant the x-axis and y-axis are positive, right? So from this, so this previous value we have been written right here. In first quadrant, x and y are positive means all notations are positive. So here all notations are positive. Here all notations are positive, right? Here all notations are positive, right? This is all notations are positive. Okay, and then next in second quadrant, the second quadrant, so what we have been discussed. So second quadrant, sine and cosecant are positive and remaining are negative. So in second quadrant, sine and cosecant are positive and remaining are negative. Right, we have been discussed. So this is second quadrant and this is also second quadrant. 180 minus theta is also second quadrant. Will we use the same notations? Okay, we are having the same notations here. Okay, we are having the same notations. Okay, the notations are same as same. These notations will come here only. It is in second quadrant. Right. So 180 plus theta is third quadrant. Third quadrant we have been discussed what? So in third quadrant, tan theta and cot theta are tan theta and cot theta are positive, and remaining are negative because both axes are negative. Negative negative is positive. Then therefore we'll be having here a cot theta and this tan theta are positive, remaining are negative. Right. Okay, so this is third quadrant. 180 plus theta is the third quadrant. 180 minus theta is the second quadrant. You just understand, right? So this and next 270 minus theta is in third quadrant. The notations are same here. Notations are same of this table. Okay, so here this these notations comes here. Okay, notations are same as in third quadrant. Right, now come to the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant we discussed about what is the fourth quadrant, cos theta and secant theta are positive. So here cos theta, so the cos theta and the secant theta are positive and remaining are negative. Right, the same thing I am writing here. In the fourth quadrant, this is cos theta and the secant theta are positive and remaining are negative. Negative. So this is also fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant means the same these notations I am writing. Okay, the same this table notations. So cos theta and secant theta are positive and remaining are negative. Remaining are negative. And what is this is? This is first quadrant. First quadrant we know right here. This is first quadrant. First quadrant all are positive. All values are positive. All values are positive. Okay, understood. This how we are writing the sign conversions. And now this. So now in this table, value we have to write value. You just understand. So for the 90 minus theta and 90 minus theta and 90 plus theta and 270 minus theta and 270 plus theta. Okay, 90 and in case of 270, sine will be converted into cos. Okay, sine will be converted into cos and cos will be converted into cos will be converted into cos will be converted into sine. Okay, cos will be converted into sine and this tan will be converted into cot and secant will be converted into cosecant and cosecant will be converted into secant. Okay, you just understand these. Okay, so in 90 plus 90 minus theta and 90 plus theta and 270 90 and 270 in case of either it is positive or negative. Okay, 90 and 270 in case of 90 minus theta 90 plus theta, 270 minus theta and 270 plus theta, the sine will be converted into cos, cos will be converted into sine, tan will be converted into cot, secant will be converted into cosecant, cosecant will be converted into secant. Okay, so you just write those things. Okay, we are having here, so we are having sine theta 90 minus theta 90 plus theta and 270 minus theta and 270 plus theta. Okay, here sine will be converted into cos. This is cos theta. Okay, cos will be converted into sine theta. Okay, and then tan will be converted into cot theta. Cot will be converted into tan. Secant will be converted into cosecant and cosecant will be converted into secant. Okay, these same thing I'm writing here. Okay, because in 90 and 270 it will converted into uh, it will convert one form into another form. Okay, one form into another form. Okay, now this is tan will be converted into cot and and okay, so this same thing I'm writing tan theta. Secant will be converted into cosecant, right? Cosecant will be converted into secant. Understood? So in case of here, so sine will be converted into cos. So means what? This is the sine of 270 minus theta. Okay, this is sine theta. Cos will be converted into sine theta. This tan theta will be converted into cot theta. Cot theta will be converted into tan theta. Secant theta will be converted into cosecant theta, and cosecant will be converted into secant theta. Okay, the same thing I am writing here. Here cos, sine, and cot, and this is tan. This is tan theta, and this is secant theta, and this is uh, no, secant will be cosecant. Cosecant will be secant. This is cosecant. Sorry, this is cosecant, and this is secant theta. Okay, you understood these values. Now these values, this is minus cos theta, right? Already we okay, only we value converting value we have to write. Okay, here, so you just understand sine of 90 minus theta is here sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. Sine of 90 plus theta is plus cos theta, and cos of 90 minus theta is here plus sine theta, and cos of 90 plus theta is minus sine theta. Okay, understood. So here in case of, so remaining, so in case of 180 and 360, okay, 180 and 360 degree, 180 means 180 minus theta and 180 plus theta. So 360 minus theta and 360 plus theta. Okay, in the 180 and 180 and so in the case of 180 and 360, okay, 360. So the sign remains sign only. Okay, here sign only sign. Okay, sign is sign. Okay, so in case of 180, these are sign is sign only. Okay, sign is sign, cos is cos, tan is tan, and cot is cot, secant is a secant, cosecant is cosecant. Understood? So the same thing I am writing here. Sine is the sine, cos is cos, tan is tan, here tan, cot is cot theta, secant is secant theta, cosecant is cosecant theta. Right? So here sine is sine, sine theta, cos theta, tan is tan, and cot is cot, secant is secant, cosecant is cosecant. Understood? So here same sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta, cot theta, secant theta, and cosecant theta. Now you understood, right, these things, how the things will be written. Okay, first suppose I am giving example here. Suppose here I am giving example, find the value of 120 degree. Find the value of find the value of sine 120, sine 120 or cos 120. I am finding 120 degree of okay, find the value of sine 120 degree and cos 120 degree. Okay, cos, here example I am giving. Okay, find the value of sine 120 degree and cos 120 degree. Then how we can write? So I am writing this sine 120 degree value we don't know, because from the table we don't know the value. Therefore I am writing here, so sine 120 I am writing, either you can write 90 plus 30. 90 plus 30 is what? So here this theta is value, theta value is 30 degree. This is the second value is theta, right? This second value is theta. This is in theta, right? So as this is in the form, right? Here this, okay, sine of 90 plus theta. Okay, then also this is also we can write, okay, 90 plus 30 we can write, or also we can write 180 minus 180 minus 60. 180 minus 60 is what? 120. 90 plus 30 is what? 120. So here in both cases the values are same. Okay, here in both cases value you can write either this or this you can write. Okay, either you can write this or this, but value will be get same. Okay, sine of 90 plus 30, how we can write? So this lies in which quadrant? 90 plus theta means it is more than the 90 degree. It is in second quadrant. So second quadrant value of sine is what? Positive, right? Positive. And in case of 90, I mentioned that in case of 90 and 270, sine will be converted into cos theta, right? Then it is cos theta, cos 30. Understood? Correct. And cos 30 value is what? Cos 30 value is cos 30 value is root 3 by 2, right? It is root 3 by 2. And now we discuss. So 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta is in which quadrant? 180 minus theta is in which quadrant? It is in second quadrant, right? It is the less than 180 degree. So it is in second quadrant. So it is in 180 minus. This is minus is here means here. So 0, 90 degree and 180 degree. So it is less than 90 degree. It is in second quadrant. It is in second quadrant. Second quadrant sine is what? In second quadrant, sine and cosecant are positive. I have mentioned sine and cosecant are positive. Therefore, here positive. This is and in case of sine 180 degrees, sine is sine only. I mentioned right. So in case of 180 and 360, sine is sine only. Sine is sine only, and it is lies in the second quadrant. The sign convention is plus only. So sine 60 is what? Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Both values same or not? Both values are same. Both values are same. Now we can find the cos value of 120. Okay, cos value of 120 degree. So this we can write either we can write cos of 90 plus 30, or we can write in cos of 180 minus 60, right? Both are same. Cos 30 is what? Cos 30 is cos 90 plus 30 is 120. 180 minus 60 is what? 120 only. Both value will be get the same. So now you convert this in the form. So first we have to write in the sign, positive or negative we have to write. So before converting into one form, we have to write positive or negative. So we have to identify which is in which quadrant, right? This is in which quadrant. So 90 plus theta is what? 90 is more than 90 degree. More than 90 degree. It is in second quadrant. It is in second quadrant. So second quadrant. So we discussed about second quadrant. So in first quadrant all are positive. In second quadrant is what? The value of sine and cosecant are positive. Remaining are negative means it is negative. Here cos is negative. So in second quadrant is cos is negative. So cos is negative and okay, negative we have written, and I have mentioned that in case of 90, okay, in case of 90 and 270 degrees, cos will be converted into sine, right? Cos here it is in sine 30, okay, minus sine 30. Now come to the this cos. So cos 180 minus cos 180 minus 16 and means it is less than the 180 degree. So it is in second quadrant. It is in second quadrant means second quadrant cos is what? Negative. And in case of cos 180 plus theta, cos is cos only. I mentioned that 180 and 270 degree, cos is sine is sine, cos is cos only. Here cos is not convert. It will not convert. It will remain same. Cos is cos only. This is cos 60. Okay. So what is the value of sine 30? So here minus sine 30 is what? Sine 30 is 1 by 2. Understood? And what is value of cos 60? So minus here minus we have to write cos 60 is 1 by 2. So both value are same. So like this we can find from the aligned angles. So therefore this is the concept of aligned angle, and identifying that one is very important. Okay, we'll be going to discuss in the example, then you will be understand these values, right? So now we'll be going to discuss example. The first I am example giving here. So, okay, first example I am giving here. So if cos x is equal to minus 3 by 5, and here x means what is a angle, x is an angle, and x lies in, so lies in third quadrant. Okay, here x is lies in the third quadrant. Find the value of other five. Find the value of so other five quadrant trigonometric functions. Okay, find the value of other five trigonometric functions. So okay, so trigonometric functions, you know, value of sine theta, cosecant theta, all these are trigonometric. Only the cos theta is given. Means what? We need to find sine x, okay, cosecant x, and tan x, and cot x, and secant x. These value we have to find. Okay, these value of So cos x is given, other five value of trigonometric function we have to find. This is first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So these value we need to find. Okay, we need to find. So means what here, cos x is given, cos x is minus 3 by 4. We know that. So we know that. So cos x, the reciprocal of cos x is what? Secant x. It is a secant x. So secant x is 1 by cos x. So here minus 3 by 5. 3 by 5 means reciprocal. If we take this reciprocal, then it is minus 5 by 3. Ulta. Right. Minus 5 by 3. Okay. One value we have found. Now we can find another value. Okay. Secant theta. Now so we can find sine theta. Okay, sine x. So sine x will be found. We know that the formula for sine square x plus cos square x is what? Sine square x cos square x value is 1. Okay, this is the formula we know. And this one, so cos x value is given. So how we need to find sine value here. Therefore, I am writing sine square x is equal to 1 minus cos square x. I can write. Right, this is correct. So 1 minus cos x, I will put value, I put it is minus 3 by 5 of square, right? So minus 3 by square of y. So now this is 1 minus, so this minus 3 by 5 square means it is converted into positive, right? So negative of sign, so 9 negative of square is what? Positive. Then it is 9 by, so okay, negative of square is positive. So 3 square is 9 and 5 square is 25, right? And this is 25 minus 9 divided by 25, and 25 minus 9 is 16 divided by 25, right? Now sine is, this is in sine square x. Okay, these are the value of sine square x. And this sine x, if you write sine and taking the square this side, then it is plus or minus square root of 16 divided by 25, right? So this is plus or minus just square root of 16 is what? Square root of 16 is 4. Okay, square root of 16 is 4. And square root of 25 is what? 5. 5, because the 5 square is what? 5 square is 25, 4 square is 16. So we can write square root and these things, right? So plus or minus 4 by 5. Okay, plus or minus 4 by 5. And now here value of sine is positive or negative. Okay, that one we have to identify. And x lies in the third quadrant. Okay, here the condition is given. Here, x lies in the third quadrant. X lies in third quadrant means what? So third quadrant, so this, okay, first quadrant, second quadrant, and third quadrant. So fourth quadrant. Okay, it is better to write this diagram because then you can identify the value as correctly. Okay, so this is 270 and 36. So first quadrant all are positive, and second quadrant sine and cosecant are positive, remaining are negative, and third quadrant tan and cot theta are positive. Okay, in third quadrant tan and cot theta are positive, and fourth quadrant cos and secant are positive. Cos and secant are positive. Here sine, so the x is lies in third quadrant. Here x is in third quadrant. So third quadrant is what? So these are positive and remaining are negative. Then it is negative. Negative 455. Sin x is minus 455. Now sin x value we know, and we can find the what is reciprocal of sin x is what? Reciprocal of sin x is cosecant x. So cosecant x is 1 by sin x. So then minus 4 by 5. 1 by sin x means what? It is minus 5 by 4. It is minus 5 by 4, right? It is minus 5 by 4. It is minus 5 by 4. Okay, now secant value we found, and sine and cosecant we found, and now we can find tan value, right? Tan, we can find tan x. Tan x is what? Sin x divided by cos x. Sin x value is what? Sin x value is what? Sin x is minus 4 by 5. Sin x is minus 4 by 5. Cos x is what? Cos x is minus 3 by 5. So minus 3 by 5. So minus 3 by 5. This I can write minus 4 by 5. Minus 3 by 5. It comes here 5 by minus 5 by 3, right? So if we take on the top, then it is minus 5 by 3 here. So here 5 will be get cancelled. Minus into minus what? Here minus is r. So minus into minus is plus. This is 4 by 3, right? This is 4 by 3. This is 4 by 3. Okay, 4 by 3. Now tan x value we know. Now then cot x we can write easily. Cot x is what? 1 by tan x. Then it is 3 by 4. Ulta, right? Ulta of this. So 3 by 4. Okay, now this all 5 value we have been found. Okay, so this is cot tan 1, 2, and cosecant 3, and sine and secant. All 5 value we have been found. Okay, like this we have to find the value. Okay, so now come to the second example. So you just try with me and you will be understand how to find these values. Now come to the second example. So okay, if cot x is equal to, okay, if cot x is equal to minus 5 by 12 given. Okay, here x lies in second quadrant. Okay, it is lies in the second quadrant. Find the remaining values. Find other trigonometric functions. We need to find other trigonometric functions, right? So here cot x is given, then reciprocal of cot x is what? So reciprocal of cot x is what? Tan x. So tan x value we can easily find. So it is minus 12 by 5, right? It is minus 12 by 5. And we know the formulas, right? So I will be derive two formula here. I will be mentioning two formulas here. So we know that sine square theta and cos square theta. So here x is angle. You take any x, y, theta or any angle, right? So the meaning is same. Cos square theta and sin square theta and cos square theta is equal to 1. Okay, this is the formula. Okay, to this formula you divide. Okay, divide this divide by cos square theta. Okay, divide this term by cos square theta. Then we can sin square theta divided by cos square theta. We can write cos square theta and cos square theta. Okay, divide this equation by cos square theta on both sides. Okay, by cos square theta. So sin square theta and cos square theta is what? It is tan square theta. Sin by cos is tan square theta. And cos will be get cancelled. It is 1. 1 by cos square. 1 by cos is what? Secant. Then it is secant square theta. So we therefore we can write 1 plus tan square theta. We can write here in reverse manner. In a reverse, 1 plus tan square theta is a secant square theta. This is one formula, right? This is also one formula. You just note down this, right? So 1 by tan square theta is a secant square theta. And this equation, if we divide by, okay, equation will be divided by equation 1. If we divide this by sin square theta, now we can divide by sin square theta. Then it will be divide equation 1 by sin square theta, means sin square theta divided by sin square theta. On both sides we have to divide. Then cos square theta divided by sin square theta, and 1 divided by sin square theta, right? So sin will be getting cancelled. It is plus 1, and the cos divided by sin is what? Cos divided by sin is cot square theta, and 1 by sin is what? Cosecant square theta. So we know this is also one formula. One, okay, this is also another formula. 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta, and 1 plus cot square theta is cosecant square theta. Okay, just now we have to call this formula. Okay, here now we can call the formulas. Okay, now we can call the formula. 1 plus tan square x is what? X is what? Secant square theta. Secant square x according to this formula, right? 1 by secant square theta we can write. Okay, so here value of tan x we know, right? 1 divided by 1 minus 12 by 5. 12 by 5, then it is the secant square x. Okay, then we can take 5 minus 12 divided by 5. So here secant square x, and this is minus 12. 5 minus 12 is what? 7. Minus 7 by 5. minus 7 by secant square x. Okay, secant square x. Then if we write this, secant secant x is what? Secant x is plus or minus square root of minus 7 by 5. Minus 7 by 5. Right. So now how we can write this? Right. Understood. Sorry. Okay, one mistake we have done here. Understood. So here the value of here. So these two formulas are very important. One plus tan square theta is secant square, and one plus cot square theta is cosecant square. These two formula we have been derived, okay, from this. Okay, you just try to remember this formula. Okay, how we have been derived, how these formulas are came, we discussed about here. Now we can write here tan x value we know, right? Tan x value we know. Then we can write both formula we can use here. Plus 1 plus tan square x is what? 1 plus tan square x is what? It is a secant square x. Now we can put the value of 1 plus tan, this is square, right? This is square, then it is minus 12 by 5. 12 by 5 of a square, because this is not tan value, it is square value, right? It is tan square, then it is minus 12 by 5 is square, this is square, then it is a secant square x. Now we can write a negative value. When we are squaring a negative value, it will be positive, then it is 144 divided by 25. Okay, then it is secant square x, secant square x, right? Secant square x. Then we can write here 25 plus 144, 144 divided by 25, and then it is a secant square x. And 125, this add to these numbers, then we'll be having 169 divided by 25 is equal to secant square x. Now we can write this in a reverse manner. Okay, then secant x is what? So here square will come plus or minus square root of 169 divided by 25. Okay, square root of, and we know that so 169 is a what? It is a, okay, it is a 13. Okay, square root of 169 is 13. Square root of 25 is what? Square root of 25 is 5. Okay, 13 plus or minus of 13 by 5 we are having. In given problem, what is given? So in given problem, so x is lies in the second quadrant. So x is lies in the second quadrant. So means what here? First quadrant, second quadrant. Second quadrant, we know that sine and in the second quadrant, the sine and cosec are positive, and remaining are negative. Means it is negative. Secant x is negative, minus, that is minus 13 by 5. It is minus 13 by 5. Understood. Now secant value we got. Now we can write this. If we got secant value, then we can write reciprocal of secant is what? Okay, reciprocal of secant is what? Cos, right? Now we can easily write this is minus 5 by 13. Cos value is minus 5 by 13. Okay, minus 5 by 13. Now we can write another formula, 1 plus cot square, 1 plus cot square x is equal to cosecant x square s theta. Then 1 plus cot value is what? So cot value is minus 5 by 12. So we can write here minus 5 by 12 in bracket. It is square cosecant square of x, cosecant square of x. 1, when we are negative sign is positive, then 25 divided by 144, it is cosecant square of x. Then it is 144 plus 25 divided by 144 divided by cosecant square of x, 169 divided by 144, then it is cosecant square of x. So now if we write this value, cosecant x is equal to plus or minus square root of 169 divided by 144 will come. So square root of 169 is what? 13, and square root of 144 is what? 12. Then it is plus or minus of 13 divided by 12. So what is the value of cosecant x in second quadrant? Okay, so second quadrant, first quadrant, second quadrant we discuss about sine and cosec are positive. Sine and cosec are positive means it is positive. It is 13 by 12. It is 13 by 12. So now we can write the sine value is what? Reciprocal of cosecant x. Reciprocal of cosecant x. Then it is 12 by 13. Right? 12 by 13. 12 by 13. Okay, understood. So the concept is clear. All value we have been found. Okay. So all other five we have been found. Okay. Likewise, we have to calculate for the remaining. Okay. So now you understood what is the meaning of quadrant angle. Okay. Now come to the third problem, that is sine 31 pi by 3. Okay. When we have to find the value of sine 31 pi by 3, when this type of problem is given, we have to write in, simplify this in the manner of this pi by 3 we have to write in separately. Okay, pi by 3 have written separately, and this some term is come here. Okay, this some term is come means, so which is equal to means what, if it 3 tens are 3 10 pi's are what, 3 10 pi's are 3 10 is 30 30 pi, 30 pi plus 1 is what, 31 pi. Okay, so both meaning are same here. Okay, we have to write this in simplified like this manner. When like this, when problem is given in this form, then we have to simplify this. Okay, so this is in which form? Okay, this is in, so this is in which form? So this is in sine. We can write this one is, so sine of 10 pi. 10 pi, how I can write? So 5 into 2 pi. So 5 into 2 pi plus pi by 3. I can write this. I can write like this, right? So now this sine 2 pi is what? 2 pi is 360. So you ignore this 5, ignore the 5, and then it is 2 pi. 2 pi means what? 360. Then it is 360 plus theta. This is in the form of, okay. So this term, this is in the form of, okay, this is in the form of, okay, this is in the form of sine 360 plus theta, right? 2 pi is what? 2 pi is 360. This is theta. This is theta. This is in the form of 360 plus theta. 360 plus theta means what? It is more than the theta value. Okay, so it is more than the 360. So it is more than, okay, plus theta means it is more than the 360. More than 360 means what? It is in first quadrant. It is in first quadrant. Okay, first quadrant. In the first quadrant, sine is, value of sine is positive, because in first quadrant all value are positive. Therefore it is positive. Then it is, we can write a sine. So it is positive, and then it is sine pi by 3. Sine theta is pi by 3. Sine pi by 3. Okay, sine pi by 3 is what? Sine pi by 3 means, sine pi by 3 is what? 60 degrees. So sine 60. Okay, sine 60 degrees root 3 by 2. Okay, root 3 by 2. Understood? Okay, now this. Okay, now we're going to see the example fourth one, that is finding a value of a negative degree. Okay, suppose this cos of minus 1710 negative is given. So when angle is negative is given, then we don't have to follow the quadrant rules. We have to convert this negative into a positive, and thereafter we have to follow the quadrant rule. Then we have to follow the quadrant rule. Okay, so this cos minus 1710, so this we are converting into a, so we are converting this, okay, we are converting this to a positive number. So how we can convert? So minus 1710 plus, so 1710 is near to 1800, right? I can write here 1800 degree. So 1800 degree I can write. Okay, so then 1800 degree is what? So 1800 degree is, so 1800 degree is 5 into 360 degree. Okay, 5 into 360 degree, right? 5 into 360 is what? You do the 5 into 360, 1800 we get. Okay, 1800 we get. So near value we have to minus. Okay, this one. Okay, minus 17010 we have to remove from this a bigger number of positive value number. Okay, a bigger value of positive number. So here, therefore, this is, yeah, okay, this we can write in this form. Now you can remove these values. 1800 minus 1710, then will be get 90 degree. Okay, cos 90 degree. Cos 90 is what? 0. Okay, understood. So when the negative value is given, we have to do like this formula. Okay, suppose if we, okay, by if we remove from the positive number, suppose we got, okay, suppose we got some cos 120 degree, then we have to follow again the we have to follow the quadrant rules. Okay, here cos 120, how we can write? Cos 90 plus 30 degree. Okay, same we are following the quadrant rules. Quadrant rules. Okay, then it is in 90 plus theta is second quadrant. It is in second quadrant. Second quadrant cos is negative, so it is cos 30. So not cos 30. So in 90 degree cos will be converted into sine. Okay, then it is minus sine 30. Okay, understood. When the negative is given, we have to convert it into a positive numbers, and positive numbers, positive number, and again we have to follow the quadrant rules. Okay, but here the 90 degrees available, then for 90 degrees 0. If 90 degree is not available in the table, then we have to suppose if it is 120 is not available, then again we have to follow the quadrant rules. Understood? So this is the meaning of this. And next, okay, now we will be finishing this class, and next class we'll be going to solve the exercise. So exercise 3.2. Next class we'll be going to solve exercise 3.2. Okay, thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon for the notifications, and do share with your friends and make the like video. Right? Thank you.